And Chase Musselman is warming up for the Toombs County Bulldogs. He comes into this ball game with a 1-1 record. He's pitched very well for the Dogs this season, and he is a right-hander and a sophomore. He's been able to log a lot of innings for the Bulldogs, and has been very effective with his stuff, his fastball, curve, and changeup. Bulldogs leading 1-0 as Musselman continues to warm up. This is an unusual field in a sense. It seems like the dugouts are almost out in left and right field. The Bulldogs are in the first base dugout, but it feels more like they're in the right field dugout. And I cannot see the scoreboard through the fence to my right because the fence is so thick and we're at an angle. So I really got to do a good job today keeping up with the count. First three coming up for Bryan County will be Tucker Dyson, Brent Leggett, and Landon Thompson. Musselman with a 1-1 record this season. Now talking to Cole Graham, the senior catcher, who calls all the pitches. He has a 1.57 earned run average. Teams are hitting 194 against him. He's worked 22 1/3 innings. He's allowed 13 hits and 5 earned runs with 15 strikeouts and 9 walks. He's coming off a no decision in which he pitched 7 1/3 against Bacon and allowed 5 hits and an earned run with 4 Ks and 5 walks, facing a lefty to start it off, and he throws a nice low fastball in the zone for strike one. That's what I mean by his pinpoint control at times. So out in front, 0-1, and here's the pitch. And it's hit hard and into center field, and it sinks in for a base hit. Dyson, by the way, went 1 for 3 in the Tuesday game with a sac fly. Brent Leggett went 1 for 3. He's a right-handed hitting shortstop. Musselman has pitched this season against Trutland in the scrimmage, 3 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 6 Ks, no walks. At Tatnall, a complete game and a victory, 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks, 3 walks. At Appling, 3 innings, no hits, no earned runs, 2 Ks, 1 walk. Against Appling again at home, 3 innings, 4 earned runs, 3 Ks, no walks. Picked up a save against Tatnall, 2 innings, and no hits or runs, 2 Ks, no walks. His first pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Landon Thompson's hitting third. Colin Brown, the pitcher, batting fourth. Cam Smith, the catcher, hitting fifth. Jonathan Dow, the first baseman, batting sixth. Jeremiah Bowman, the right fielder, hitting seventh. Logan Brazel, the left fielder, hitting eighth. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Runner going. The Graham throw down to the shortstop. Brock Harrison is in time. Another caught stealing by the senior catcher, Cole Graham. So 1 down. Bryce Butler is a DH today for the Redskins. He's hitting for Meet Patel, the second baseman. And Musselman winding. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. I did not see the pitch call on that throw by Graham. It was called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, I cannot see the scoreboard from where we are. 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. So a K for Musselman, his 16th of the season. And now 2 down for Landon Thompson, who went 1 for 4 on Tuesday. And of course, the Bulldogs won that game 8-1, and we're leading 8-0 going to the 7th. Thompson's a right-handed hitting third baseman. Wiggles the bat just a little and very calm in his stance, and he pops up the first pitch into the air, into left field. Cortez in foul territory, catches the ball. 3 batters come to the plate. There was a base hit, but Cole Graham threw him out trying to steal second. And so 3 batters come to the dish, and down goes Bryan County in the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs leading 1-0 as we break on Y101. Bulldogs leading at Bryan County 1-0 in Region 2 play, and coming up for the Redskins will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters against Chase Musselman, who faced the minimum, although he gave up a single to open up the bottom of the first. Colin Brown went 0 for 3 against the Dogs. Big guy, wears number 44, right-handed hitter, and the pitch bounces to the dish. Cam Smith on deck, and then Jonathan Dowd. Graham gets a sign, gives a sign to Chase Musselman, and here is the pitch. And it's right across. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cole is responsible for calling the pitches, and you don't see that a lot on the high school level. Swing and a miss as he went off speed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Musselman struck out 1 in the first inning. Bryce DeLoach meandering around at the third base bag, playing close to the line. Now he moves a little bit over to his left. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball gets away. Cole Graham has plenty of time. Tosses it down to Chase Miller. 1 down on a second strikeout. Here's Cam Smith. Went 1 for 4 against the Dogs in Toombs County's 8-1 lead. The Dogs opened up a 5-0 lead in the first inning. Smith is a right-handed hitter. Redskins are wearing black jerseys, and they have red lettering and white pants. The Bulldogs are in red jerseys and gray pants. Musselman's first pitch, hit on the ground. Brock Harrison comes over to the second base bag, scoops and throws. Got him. Nice play. So 2 up and 2 down. Musselman is retired 4 in a row. Brings up Jonathan Dowd, a left-handed hitter. Tall and wears number 12. Went 0 for 3 against Cole Graham, who pitched a very efficient game on Tuesday. 86 pitches. 60 strikes. And the pitch is low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And he threw primarily first pitch strikes, too. 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's what you got to like about this Bulldog pitching staff. They don't get a lot of strikeouts, but they are very efficient pitching to contact. 1-1 has popped up out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming into this game, the team earned run average was 2.67. The teams are hitting 257 against the Dogs, and they had 54 strikeouts and 36 walks in 84 innings. That's not a lot of strikeouts. 1-2. Popped up in the air, but this one is out of play. There's a lot of foul territory here. The dimensions of the field are 308 down the left field line, 335 to the left power alley, 342 to dead center, 329 to right center field, and 309 down the right field line. And the 1-2 from Musselman. It's a fastball, and it's high. Bulldogs leading 1-0, bottom of the second. 2 outs, nobody on base. And a 2-2 count. Musselman raises up the left leg, delivers his pitch, and it is hit. Nice grab by Bryce DeLoach on his backhand. Throws low, but Chase Miller able to dig it out, and he got the out. So a good play on both sides, because that ball was hit pretty hard. Maybe a little hop to DeLoach, and he went to the backhand and caught it cleanly. His throw wasn't perfect, but Miller able to dig it out of the dirt and get the foot on the bag for out number 3. So it's a 3 up and 3 down as Chase has allowed 1 hit and faced the minimum 6 batters. Chase Musselman has allowed 1 hit so far and struck out 2 as he gets ready for the bottom half of the third inning. At Bryan County, with the Bulldogs leading 1-0, he'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And the first guy up, the Bulldogs didn't see on Tuesday, and he's Jeremiah Bowman, the right fielder and a right-handed hitter. Defensively, Bryce DeLoach is playing third, Brock Harrison at short, Dalton Lynn at second, Chase Miller at first, and Cole Graham is behind the plate as Musselman throws his first pitch, and it's popped up in the air. In the infield, Bryce DeLoach, the third baseman, calls off Brock Harrison and makes a catch, moving on the grass, way over toward the second base bag almost. But he called it first and took care of it. So 1 down on 1 pitch, and here's Logan Brazel, who went 2 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch on Tuesday facing Cole Graham. He's a right-handed hitter and a left fielder. Wind up, and here's a pitch. Logan takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bryce Butler is on deck. Second pitch. Swing and a miss. And a changeup, 0-2. Brock Harrison is scheduled to pitch tomorrow if we play. If the weather will cooperate, he'll come in with a 4-0 record and a 3 earned run average. Swing and a miss. The ball's in the dirt. Cole Graham throws it down to Miller. And 2 down and a third strikeout for Chase Musselman. Here's Bryce Butler. The DH went 1 for 3 on Tuesday. The game the Bulldogs won 8-1. He's hitting for the second baseman, Meet Patel. It's M-E-E-T, Meet Patel. First pitch, fastball's too low, 1 ball, no strikes. Dogs up 1-0, bottom half of the third. Bryan County so far with 1 hit. The leadoff guy, Tucker Dyson, single, but he was caught stealing by Cole Graham. Grounder to Dalton Lynn, about 5 hops and he'll handle it. He throws to first, and that's a 3 up and 3 down for the second straight frame for Chase Musselman. So now we head to the 4th inning, and the Bulldogs still lead 1-0 on Y101. Now, Chase Musselman for the Bulldogs has faced 9 batters in 3 innings, so that's the minimum. He is not pitching a no-hitter. He's pitching a 1-hitter, and the guy who had the hit is at the plate, and that's Tucker Dyson. He singled in an 0-1 pitch, and he takes a strike low in the zone, 0-1. Musselman with 3 strikeouts. He's induced a fly ball to left, ground out to short, and some action at third and second. Swing and a foul tip, 0-2. Bulldogs leading 1-0 in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And a game that's moving along at a really quick pace. 0-2. Oh, he dropped it in nicely for strike 3. Slowed it down big time. That's his 4K. Here's Brent Leggett, called out on strikes on a 1-2 pitch in the 1st inning. So now he attacks a right-handed hitter and chases a right-handed thrower who also plays in the infield and outfield. First pitch, low and off the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Bulldogs in Bryan County will play tomorrow, and boy, I wish the weather could be as nice as it is today, minus the wind at times. But there's a chance of rain for the game at Jackie Jones. Second pitch is low, 2-0. We're scheduled for 5:45 tomorrow for Game 3 of this series. Wind up by Musselman. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up behind home plate. It sails out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Landon Thompson is on deck. Leggett 1 for 4 against the Dogs. His head coach Jason Roundtree wants to talk to him, so they will meet between the third base coaching box and home plate. Again, there's just something different about this field because the dugouts are not near the third base bag or first base bag. They're more out toward left and right field, which just gives you a different feel, at least it does to me watching the ball game. It just feels so wide open. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sign from Graham. Here's a Musselman pitch. Hit into the air to center field. Chandler Lynn drifting back. But he catches that ball about belt high. Probably having to deal with some wind out there, which was blowing from his right to left. But he grabbed it, 2 down. Musselman has retired 10 in a row during his stretch. Landon Thompson flied out to the left fielder, Cody Cortez, in foul territory for the 3rd out of the 1st inning. 1-0 Dogs. First pitch is a fastball, and it's high. So 2 outs and nobody on base for Bryan County. Redskins are winless in the region. They were swept by Vidalia in 2 games. Here's a ball hit up high in the air. Chandler Lynn gets some more action, comes in and dives. And he caught that ball. Again, he was having to deal with the wind. And he made a diving catch in very shallow right center field for out number 3 as both teams continue to play fantastic defense in this low-scoring game with the Dogs leading 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning on Y101. Well, now Chase Musselman, who's warming up for the bottom half of the 5th inning after a long break between the bottom of the 4th and this frame, is still facing the minimum against Bryan County. So Kylan Brown, the number 4 hitter, comes to the plate, and he misses with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bryan County does have a hit. The leadoff guy in the 1st inning, Tucker Dyson, singled. He was caught stealing. That's been the only base runner for Bryan County today in this one hitter. Second pitch to Brown, and he has stroked this ball into left field for a base hit. He struck out his first time on a 1-2. And hits the 1-0 pitch solidly into left center field. That brings up Cam Smith, who's 1 for 5 in the series and 0 for 1 in this game on a ground out to the shortstop Brock Harrison. Bulldogs leading 3-0 bottom half of the 5th. They're trying to earn a 4-game winning streak. They've had 2 3-game winning streaks this season. This ball's hit up in the air to left field. Cody Cortez is under it. He catches the ball, and now he'll just toss it into his cutoff man, Brock Harrison, and that's the first out. Their first 3-game winning streak was stopped in a 1-run loss at Telfair County, in which the Trojans scored a run in the bottom half of the 7th after the Dogs had tied it up in the late innings at 1-1. The Dogs only had 1 hit in that game, and that was by Chase Musselman. Here's Jonathan Dowd. Started at first base, pitched to 1 batter and walked him, and now he's back at first base. He's 0 for 1 on a ground out to the 3rd baseman, Bryce DeLoach, and the fastball misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. He hits 6 in the lineup. Runner at first and 1 down with the Dogs leading 3-0 in the bottom half of the 5th at Bryan County. And Chase misses with a second fastball. He hasn't walked anybody, and he has struck out 4. Hasn't had too many deep counts. Here's a pitch. Hit on the ground to Dalton Lynn. The second baseman has it and throws to first. A little offline, but Chase Miller is kind of tall, and he was able to keep his right foot on the bag and catch the ball in that glove with his left hand and record out number 2. Here's Jeremiah Bowman. He's a right fielder today, and he popped it up to Bryce DeLoach. DeLoach actually catching that ball, moving past the shortstop position. So 2 outs and a runner at first. Musselman's first pitch is a fastball, and it's low. 1 ball, no strikes. Chase entered the game with a 1-1 record and a sub-2 earned run average. Plus he earned a save. Here's a pitch, and it's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bulldogs in Bryan County scheduled for a 5:45 game tomorrow at Jackie Jones Field. If we play, we'll have it on Y101. I say if. Tone's weather forecast keeps saying 80% chance of rain. 1-1 tie. Throw down to second. They got a chance, but the ball gets away as Dalton Lynn was catching and tagging at the same time. I don't think they would have gotten him. So now a runner at second, and out comes Derek James. He's going to talk to the Bulldog infield. Bulldogs leading 3-0. Of course, we had our first game this week, a Monday game, rained out. Both teams showed up at Jackie Jones Field. And a little bit before 5:45 start time, it started raining, and a decision was made not to play. And, of course, it just kept raining. Never hard, but it would have been messy, and nobody would have enjoyed it. It was better to come back on Tuesday with better weather anyway. And, of course, the Dogs won that game 8-1. Coach James is headed back into the dugout. runner in scoring position for the first time today for Bryan County. Count 1 ball and 1 strike on Bowman. Musselman checks the runner, delivers his pitch, hit up in the air, left side of the infield, and an easy squeeze in and out for the third baseman, Bryce DeLoach. So he's caught 2 pop-ups off the bat of Bowman as Bryan County strokes its second hit of the game, but leaves its first runner in scoring position. After 5, the Bulldogs 3, Bryan County nothing on Y101. Chase Musselman is working on a 2-hitter. He's faced 1 above the minimum because the first guy who singled, the leadoff hitter Tucker Dyson in the first inning, was caught stealing. And then he went on a roll and struck out a batter looking, and a fly ball to left, and a strikeout to open up the second, and a ground out to short, and a ground out to third, and a pop up to third, and a strikeout, and a ground out to second. And another strikeout and 2 fly balls to center. The second one a diving catch by Chandler Lynn until he finally gave up a single to Colin Brown. Here's Logan Brazel. He's 0 for 1 on a strikeout. Swings at the first pitch, lines it into right field, and that is a base hit. So the third hit off Musselman. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Bryce Butler, who grounded out to the second baseman, Dalton Lynn. The third baseman is Bryce DeLoach. The shortstop is Brock Harrison. And the first baseman is Chase Miller with Cole Graham catching and Cody Cortez in left and Chandler Lynn in center. Trey Cloud is in right field. Musselman from the stretch, first pitch. Missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. SEC tournament is underway. I watched some of Florida and Arkansas, and when I left, Florida was up by 6, but that game has been over for a while. You probably know the score more than I do. There's a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Georgia got beat last night. Poor dogs, they can't score. 1 ball, 1 strike. The DH hitting for Meet Patel, the second baseman, and Musselman misses with a pitch low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Duke's playing tonight, and Zion Williamson is supposed to be back. So that should be exciting. Hope he has good shoes. I bet you they check those. 2-1. And a strike. 2-2. Get some shoe goo, and you can glue around the sides. Had to glue my cycling shoes back together. They were so old. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's hit up in the air to right field. Trey Cloud came in. Now he's going back. He caught it. 1 down. Top of the order coming up. Tucker Dyson is a left-handed hitter. He's also the ace of the Bryan County staff, but he's been injured. He's had a shoulder issue, so he's not able to pitch. They might use him in relief at some point in time. Bulldogs, by the way, come into this game ranked 10th in AA. First time they've been in the poll this year. 1 out runner at first. And a strike, 0-1. Bremen is number 1, Callaway 2, Elbert County 3, Rockmart 4, Harlem 5, Thomasville 6, Jeff Davis. There's a ball hit right side, scooped up by Chase Miller. He runs to the bag. 2 down, runner down to second. Jeff Davis is 8-1 in 7th. Westside Augusta is 8th. Heard County 9th, and the Bulldogs are 10th. Vidalia, Bacon County, and Bryan County receive votes. Here's Brent Leggett with 2 down. A second runner in scoring position for Bryan County with the Dogs leading 5-0, bottom of the 6th. First pitch to the right-hander, and he taps it foul off the end of the bat behind home plate, 0-1. This week, Jeff Davis has won 2 ball games. They beat Colquitt County 3-2 in 9. That was a home game. Colquitt County, of course, a powerhouse in football, although I understand Russ Propst, who got in trouble in Birmingham in my hometown coaching at Hoover, has gotten in trouble again and might be gone. He's the football coach, of course, swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. Their baseball team had only 1 win coming into that game. They were like 1-9. Then the next day, Jeff Davis went down to Tifton and beat Tift County. They are not playing region games this week. You have 7 teams in the region, so 3 matchups. There's another pitch in the dirt. Throw down to second by Graham, who's already thrown out 1, but no play at second. Gordon Lee is ranked number 1 in single A. That Telfair team that beat Toombs County is 5th. Appling County, which beat Toombs County twice, is ranked 9th in triple A. So 3 of the 4 Bulldog losses have been to ranked teams. Here's a pitch swing and a miss, strike 3 and out number 3. Musselman strikes out his 5th batter, and he hasn't walked anybody. He's been very efficient. And that ends the bottom half of the 6th inning as he keeps his shutout going. And the Bulldogs are leading 5-0 as we break on Y101. All right, bottom of the 7th inning, Chase Musselman has allowed just 3 hits in this ball game. And he's working on the shutout with the Dogs leading 5-0. And his first pitch is fouled off out of play by Landon Thompson, who's played a real fine game defensively at third base. He's 0 for 2. With a fly ball to left and a fly ball to center. And down to the count, 0-1. Righty versus righty, second pitch. And he drops in an off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-2. Chase with 5 Ks and, more importantly, no walks. 0-2. There's a high chopper to the shortstop. Harrison fields it from the second base bag and throws to first. 1 down. So my question right now in my head is, and I don't keep track of the pitch count, is will Chase Musselman throw a complete game in fewer pitches than Cole Graham used on Tuesday when he threw 86, including 60 strikes? Here's Colin Brown, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Tucker Dyson, Colin Brown, and Logan Brazel have the 3 hits for Bryan County. Another righty-righty matchup. Here's a pitch, and it's high and off the glove. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes that breeze again, both behind home plate and out in center field. Must be coming in off the coast. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch from Musselman to Brown, and he missed high above the letters. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is Cam Smith. Cole Graham is the senior catcher. Gives Musselman, the sophomore, the sign. Here's the pitch. Popped up in the air, right side, over this way. Cole Graham calls for it, and the catcher will catch that ball. Not too close to the fence. He's real good on those pop-ups. Made a great catch in a home game. It was much more difficult than that. But he handled the easy one right there for the second out. And that's what you want to do. And here comes Cam Smith, 0 for 2 on a ground out to short. And a fly ball to left. Dogs need 1 more out, and they'll have a 4-game winning streak for the first time this season. Here's a pitch, and it's high. 1 ball, no strikes. Chase Musselman winding. 1-0 pitch. 1 hopper to Brock Harrison at short. Now here's his throw to first base in time, and Chase Musselman ends his fine game, his 3-hitter, with a 3-up and 3-down in the bottom of the 7th inning, as the Dogs do indeed win their 4th straight game for the first time this season, and more importantly, improve their region record of 4-1. They are 10-4 overall, and of course these teams have 1 more game to go in this series this week, and that's scheduled for tomorrow at Jackie Jones Field. So this will be the second time the Dogs and the Redskins shake it up. And once again, after a Bulldog victory, the Dogs won 8-1 on Tuesday and 5-0 here in Bryan County. And we are going to take a break and come back and wrap up a Bulldog win on Y101.